Hello everyone and welcome back. So continuing on with some of our other educational tutorials. I showed you previously on how to check your hard disk for failure. If it shows up as not being a failure or you're still not sure or you want to do some more testing, there's some other things you can do. You don't have to buy software for this. I think I've showed you Smart Defrag and I showed you one of the tools inside Windows. But there are still tools from old that are still built into Windows. And we use them quite a bit, and I'm going to show you how to use those. It involves going into your command prompt. Now, it's not a window that you normally see. So you go down to your big search box here, and you type in CMD. And there's your command prompt. You want to do a right click, run as administrator, because you need to have administrative privilege for this. When this pops up, go ahead and click yes. And you're going to get this nice big box here. Now, it might be kind of hard to read. I'm going to try and blow it up for you because, well, you know, it is a video. Let's see, properties, fonts. Let's see if we can take this up to 36. See how big that is. Oh, it might be a little bit too big, but it might work. Yes, you can still see my face on the screen. So it'll give you this screen. And one of the things you can do is check disk. /F /F/R, and that /F means fix, /R means recover. You can let that, helps if I spell it right, check disk /F/R. Hey, that shows that I'm not perfect and I'm real. So, and you let that run. If it asks you to do this on the next restart, you click yes, and it now will be scheduled. And now we're going to X out of here and we'll trigger a restart so you can see what that does. This process is a little more extensive than the one I showed you through the Windows operating system. This one takes more time, it is more in depth, and because it is the only thing that the computer can do because it's in DOS mode at that moment, it's more thorough. So it will find sectors that are bad that may not be bad, or just starting to go bad, I should say. And if it's just starting to go bad, it will then get those files out of that bad sector before you completely lose that sector. So here's what it looks like. You may have seen this on your computer before after a update. But yeah, this is what it does. 2 hours and 25 minutes. I think I told you that before, that Windows often lies about its time. But it wouldn't surprise me if it took this long. So we'll wait to see it. There is 5 stages. So this is, like I said, how you check it in a more extensive fashion. And this is pretty thorough. So once this finishes, if it finds any errors, it makes the corrections. It puts a note in your system events logs, and I think I've shown you how to get to those in past. And then you're looking for system volume or NTFS notifications in your event logs. It's usually under warnings or errors. I can't remember which one it is, but it's you know, without physically seeing it, it's hard to remember. So, but we're through 93% of the first stage. We're going to see how long it takes to get through there. I've only dedicated like a 60 gigabytes to this virtual machine, so it shouldn't take that long. And like I said, looking at the time frame, it says it's going to take an hour and a half. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Unless something is extremely wrong with the virtual drive, no. Like I said, we'll just continue to wait. Hopefully it won't take that long. It's kind of hard to, I don't see a timestamp on my computer, so I don't know how long I've been recording for. Oh, wait, there is one. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So, and most of my videos are averaging about 10, so we should be fine. But like I said, if you find this information useful, and I'll repeat it again at the end of the video, please hit that thumbs up button on the video. That lets me know you liked it. There is a share link, so you can share this with your friends and family in a variety of ways, including social media. There is a subscribe notification, or a subscribe button, or sometimes it's a bell. This way you can subscribe to the channel, so when new videos come out you get an alert. So, and then like I said, YouTube doesn't pay me for videos because I'm too small, so there is a donation link if you'd like to donate to the cause. If you just need us to fix our computers, we could do that. We're located at 122 South Main Street in Clyde, Ohio. Yeah, just give us a call before you come over, 567-855-1274. This way I can make sure someone is in the store. Usually what happens is during the mornings into afternoon, I'm the only person in the store. So if I get called up for an emergency service call, I got to close up the shop. So definitely call before you come over, or schedule an appointment, your choice. And yeah, we can get your computers taken care of, as long as it's Windows based and not too old. I still have clients who have XP, so I still can work on XP and older machines. Not my favorite thing to do anymore because it's XP is taking forever long to find any pieces of software that works for it now. But it can be done. So we're on stage 4 now. You can see it's going pretty quickly. It's saying it's going to take 53 minutes. How funny is that? But in reality, we are at the 6-minute mark on the video. So, but this, like I said, does a more extensive test of the hard drive to see if there's any problems with it. There is another way to do this. This is, kind of like a, I don't want to call it a user-friendly, but it's friendlier than the DOS window I showed you earlier, because you can do one strictly through the DOS window, and it takes just as long. Again, depending upon how hard or how big your hard drive is, it depends on how long this takes. If you have a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte, or like I've mentioned in the past, I've got 8 terabyte hard drives in this computer, and it can literally take hours to do this process. And so when you think you have a hard drive that's starting to act up, like I said, check the Windows version. You can use Smart Defrag to check it. You can do this, obviously. Your BIOS on your computer, when you first boot up, checks the hard drive for, and it uses a program called Smart, and it's been a part of BIOS computers forever. And so if it detects that a computer or a hard drive is starting to go bad, it will give you a notification when the computer boots up, and it won't continue until you hit a button. So if a hard drive is going bad and the BIOS detects it, it will tell you that your hard drive is about to fail and you should replace it. So again, we're at stage 4. We have one more stage after this, and we're coming up on the 7.5-minute mark. Well, just past it. And so yeah, this is going pretty quick. Again, it is only a 60 gig virtual hard drive. I have it triggered as a SATA drive instead of a SSD, so to give it to slow it down, because if you run it as an SSD, they can go a lot faster, and if you're doing it for video recording, obviously you wouldn't be able to see the numbers and what it's doing, because sometimes it's just so quick. So like I said, we'll just sit here and wait. It's almost done. Got one more stage to go. Patience is a virtue when you do this stuff. Definition of a requirement to work in the IT field. Crazy, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, because in this field that happens. Well, if it's going to be 37 minutes, it's going to be a long time, but looking at the clock, we're just at coming up on 9 minutes. Like I said, that's about normal for a 60 gig hard drive, even if it's virtual. And I hear that our upstairs neighbors are awake. So if you hear the feet walking across the ceiling, I apologize. It is an upstairs apartment. Excuse me. So as I said, this is recording, and it says on the recording software we're just now crossing over the 10-minute mark. YouTube usually does better with 10-minute, 15-minute videos, so hopefully we can squeeze this under the 15-minute mark. I know I got a couple of videos on the channel that are like 35 and 45 minutes long, and sometimes you just have a lot to say, or progress takes a little bit longer than normal. Yeah, I don't think this is going to take 43 minutes to do. All right, still at 65%. Like I said, this is just a way of doing an additional test on your hard drive. Hard drives, like I said in a previous video, SSDs 2 to 3 years, mechanical hard drives are 3 to 5. So once you go over those halfway points, you should really make sure you're backing up. If you're not backing up to a flash drive for your personal stuff, make sure you're using a cloud-based system. Google Drive does offer that service. There are several other ones out there. As for the free ones, I don't know of any free ones. As for the reasonable cost ones, like I said, Google Drive is not too bad. Carbonite is a good service. They offer it. Of course, we offer it too, more for business clients than for residential, but we do offer a service similar to that. And we're coming up on the 12 and a half minute mark, 88% of stage 4. Again, this is a virtual hard drive operating in SATA mode. It's only 60 gigs. If you're running this on your own computer at home or at your business, just be aware that this process can take a little bit longer, especially for mechanical drives, because they are slower. SSDs a little bit faster. But just remember that if you need to do this and you're on a time crunch, don't do this yet. Do this more towards the end of the day, because it is automatic. So you could trigger this at the end of the business day, restart the computer like it told you to, and when you come in the morning, it should be up and running just like it was before, and you just sign into your computer. If there was a problem when you come in the morning, it will, like I said, it will either tell you, no, it won't tell you. This will not tell you. It will note the event logs. I'm sorry. Yeah, this won't tell you. This is really designed for you to watch as you're going. But like I said, if there's no problems, it will boot right up into the operating system and you go about your normal stuff. If there was a major problem where a hard drive was absolutely at the critical state, your operating system wouldn't boot at all. So it's something to remember. And like I said, with that, if you do have a bad hard drive or a hard drive that's going bad, mechanical drives, we can copy, and provided it's not damaged too bad, we can get your personal information off of a bad hard drive. SSDs, can't do that. It just, every time I've even tried one, no, doesn't seem to work, because there's no moving parts. If a chip goes bad on an SSD, it's bad. There is no, spinning it like the rotor on your car and trimming it down a little bit to smooth it out. So there is an advantage to mechanical drives versus the SSDs. SSDs die, it's dead. So we're on to stage 5 now. It only got about 14, going on 15 minutes here, and you see stage 5 is always quick. This is checking the free space. It has nothing to check, really. There's no files there, so it doesn't take too long to go through stage 5. Remember, it was saying it was going to take almost 2 hours, I think, at one point in there, and it's only been 15 minutes the total process. Scanning and repairing is complete. Now it should finish this up and restart the computer, and we go back into the operating system. There's the handoff from the scanning process back over to live. Well, it's called live. And coming back into the desktop here. These spinning dots, every operating system had it, or every Windows operating system had it. It's referred to as a heartbeat. So if you ever see it stop, it's locked. So anyways, you see it comes back up, doesn't tell you any information. So if you needed to look at the information, you go into your yellow folder. This is usually the fastest way, or you can type Event Viewer over here. Yeah. Let the event logs load up. Again, this event viewer always takes forever to load. Doesn't matter what machine you're on. It's faster on a faster machine, slower on a slower machine, and it's just one of those things you just have to wait. So, under errors, we are looking for, and I don't see anything there. Volume Manager would be one. VSS would be another one if there was a hard drive problem. You may see NTFS, which would indicate a hard drive problem. But yep, nothing there, nothing there. And under warnings, probably just the usual stuff. Yeah, where I'm using virtual USBs, and of course a browser crash earlier in the day where I had forced it to stop. So yeah, all of this. So no errors were found. So the virtual hard drive is good. And so that's how it should look on your side. So again, found the video useful. Hit that thumbs up button, greatly appreciated. Share with your friends and family and social media with the share button. Click the bell or subscribe to get notifications for future videos. And don't forget there is a donation link in there because YouTube does not pay me for this. Not yet. Maybe someday, but not yet. So I'm going to leave out of here. You guys have a great day. Might be that this is actually the fastest way. I'm just so used to doing it this way because this is universal across all Windows.